Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate with Ginchiyo's storyline. So, last episode we took Pugilus. No, we didn't. We took Chrysalia and Illusio. They were supposed to get a power up, but they really didn't get much stronger, so that's very good for us. So, we've only three left. We can obviously finish this off relatively quickly, especially considering like Kai and Nina are not very strong at all. So what it leaves us with is, do we want to finish this straight away, or do we want to potentially get some recruits on some of the warriors still for Perfect Links? And I've kind of just looked up all of the warriors that don't appear in either the Unite Ronsai storyline or the Junior Warlord, Junior Warlord storylines. Basically, the warriors that do not appear in the story modes where you just have to capture all 17 cities, villages, whatever you want to call it. So, like, there's like 12 or 13 of them that don't appear in either of those stories, and we managed to get a few of them in the normal story mode, but we're still left with like about, I think, 9 or 10. And well, we do actually have one of those in our army, and that is Hana, which I believe is either the girl with the Magnezone or it's the girl with the Jolteon. Yeah, I believe it's the girl with the Jolteon. But basically, I kind of only just realized that like all the female characters appear in this one. Like, that's the whole shtick. The female characters appear in this one. That is what this storyline is about. But yeah, Hana can. Hana's Perfect Link is Alolan Raichu. There's two other female characters that we still need to get a Perfect Link. However, both of those require Pokemons that are not in these 7 kingdoms. So you can't Perfect Link them in this storyline. But we'll try to get Hana's Perfect Link before we finish this off completely. But I think we'll... Like, Noah's only got 3 opponents, so she really isn't much of an issue. Actually, we'll send out Rotom. Aerodactyl's quite strong as is. We are going to send with us, however, Frostlass, because if Frostlass gets the kill on Dragapult, we'll assuredly get No, and No is pretty good. Honestly, it also might not be the worst idea to round up a couple of the warlords, but like, Perfect Linking them is not like the hardest thing, mostly because the chance of Perfect Linking them in their own story is incredibly high. Like, basically everyone, like all the warlords, their Perfect Links essentially just spawn in their respective area. Maybe with a few exceptions. I guess the only real exception would be probably in this storyline, so it's not the worst choice to recruit a few. Although, like, the story happens 7 different times, you know what I mean? Like, there's not the feeling like I have to get them now, or I'm gonna miss out for like a while. Alright, there goes over there. Yeah, kind of an annoying angle to look at. Let's go over here. So obviously we want to kind of just avoid Tyranitar like the plague with Frostlass. Who's over here? I can't even tell who that is. Side Dragon. Really, my goal is probably to just go after Dragapult first. You're worried about holding the flags for 5 turns, so it isn't as worrying. He goes over there, which is admittedly kind of an annoyance. However, I think I believe Tyranitar is in the range. If you get the killing blow, of course, with Frostlass, we'll get Dragapult for sure. Alright, let's do this. We'll move Beware up to the last tower. However, I'm afraid he's probably going to... Oh, you can hit it. Oh, never mind. It's just a tree. But, like, it's already only Dragapult left. Who actually uses Dragon Dodge, which is, I think, a drag move and not a ghost type move, so slightly less worrying. But like I said, never mind, he's actually just gonna go straight for an attack. It really doesn't do much. Actually, that was pretty smart of her. I didn't realize she could get all the way up there. Now, presumably it doesn't have any effect. But we're just gonna camp out here. I don't know. You'll just have to notice that she'll fall perfectly, like, away from everyone else. Alright, no point for Salazzle dying here. And now we just wait until the wind blows. Yeah, now we're basically required. Of course you land over there. $26 damage. None of you have like top speed or something like that? No. Just get you healed up. So I'm afraid that Dragapult will likely just go once again on the little hover board thing, or the platform up, and stall us out for even longer. Or not. But now she's over there, and yeah, that kills. Oh, if she can get paralyzed, that'd be perfect for us. Rotom, you go over there. Operation, let's hopefully get Dragapult. There's obviously the hope that Dragapult just ends up getting paralyzed, which it doesn't, and then kinda just runs away instead. Why would that even have an effect on Rotom if Rotom's got Levitate? Like, I just thought of that. Why did Rotom get affected by that? Does Rotom not have Levitate? It does. What gives? Alright, you do not have Eagle Eye, unfortunately, but this has a 95% chance to hit, probably because of the paralysis. And then we miss. And then we fucking miss. Why do we have to miss? A 95! And then what happens next? Of course, she once again doesn't get paralyzed. Like, I'm sorry, but that is a sequence of bullshit. And it's like, I'm gonna stand here and she's gonna fall on the exact opposite side. Oh, and she gets a fucking 40 heal. I don't know. This felt like so much bullshit. Yeah, of course you fall over there. Where I can't reach you. Actually, I can. Alright, how much does this do? 59. 65. Yeah, of course you kill. You would kill. God, it always does less. Like 9 out of 10 times, this does less. But watch as it does more now. Actually didn't. Thank God for that. I don't like the risk, but 98. I've missed 98s before. Alright, geez. That was kind of frustrating, but I think we now get no as well as a result. We're thinking about Spectra is not here, but then again, she might might just not spawn here. Her perfectly might not spawn in Spectra. You know what I mean? I've got a bunch of levels as well. We also get No and her Corsolan Trevenant, which is fine. At their rank, they should honestly be able to hold out against either of these two. We place them at Illusion so that that's strengthened up pretty well. No has been defeated. We can probably guess by what typing she suits, which her perfect links would be. So, like, what is No's perfect link? Ghost Dragon. Oh, is it Giratina? Potentially, right? So the other thing is that Hana is already here, but there's no Alolan Raichu right now. I've got the idea the rest isn't gonna get much stronger, so the rest can kind of just sit here and get delegated to train. That would be Giratina, right? Giratina's the only Dragon Ghost outside of Dragapult, right? Alright, I'm hoping she doesn't win. I think she won. Nope, she didn't. That is good for us. So, let's see what's in Chrysalia now. There's a Volcanion in Chrysalia. Interesting. So, obviously Chrysalia is one of the legendaries. Here we saw Marshadow. In Terrera, there's Okuni, who is not part of the warlords that cares for beauty, I guess. And over here, which we didn't even check yet, here's Bronzong, here's Beware. There's also Konuchi, but like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like pretty sure that the remaining perfect recruits are obtainable here. So between these two, I feel like it would make sense to probably just target Kai and finish her off completely. I mean, we don't have anything super effective against either of them, but yeah, fighting basically breaks most of Kai's team. So we'll bring you two because, like, getting good warlords is helpful. With the abundance of rock types, I don't think we'll need you. We'll get the remaining free from Illusion, including at least you two. And honestly, Trevenant has good matchups here. We'll bring Trevenant as well. I don't know, it feels a little... I can't really imagine being able to recruit Giratina in the thing. In the beauty quest line. Our Alolan Golem doesn't reach that, but she reaches Power Gem, of course. Alright. Well, let's just get you over here. Beware can probably take rocks to the face the best. Well, considering Greninja's over there, they might be able to hit it with the Shuriken. Ugh, slow down. Ugh. Look, is it Spectrier? No, I'm trying to look up who even is. the perfect link for no, it's oh, it actually is Marshadow. I thought Marshadow was ghost fighting. That's changed, I think. Then, like I was gonna say, I was pretty certain that Marshadow was ghost fighting. But in this one, I guess it's dragon because there weren't enough dragons. Either that or it's to make some sort of synergy with Dragon Pulse. Alright, well, it was nice knowing you, Espeon. Yeah, wow, this is like taking candy from a baby. Wow, like it's kind of sad in a sense, right? Like Trevenant isn't even like grinded up by us. Okay, that's a little annoying though. I mean, I would actually like enjoy having Arcanine, so. The problem is, Beware is 100% certainly one-shotting Arcanine. A whole 1 damage. Marshadow does fit no decently, I will say. Alright, how much does this do? 14 times 2. 12. Well, that way it does 14 times 2, that's 13 times 2. 13, 14. Sure, we'll do this. Oh, it was good enough. We'll probably get Kai from this. Finish you off. You know, while we're here, we may as well just do the perfect links, right? I mean, I don't know why this one went so well. Why we just stomped them so easily in this one compared to the previous few campaigns where. Like, they definitely were supposed to get like a sort of officer bonus, but maybe it's because they got it so early or something and it didn't work out. I don't know, but we'll definitely take Kai. For the other ones, we may as well take them. There's no harm in having them. So we win the battle. I don't believe Thingy was here. No, but Raichu's here. So we could finish this now, but obviously, while we're here, we may as well get some perfect links. Alright, the merchant's here. Not like we really need her. So let's look. Kai, I believe, needs Volcanion, right? Yeah. So Kai needs Volcanion. Asa, I think, needs Xian Pao. No, that's for someone else. Who does Asa need? If I can find her. Or Aya, sorry. Articuno's Ice Psychic for some reason. So let's quickly start by looking if we can find any more legendaries. So there's also Manaphy here. Interesting. I'm assuming that's for Ina then. There is Konoichi, but... Oh, there's a Alolan Raichu as well. 2 times, actually. So we'll bring Hana over there with some other Pokemon. In Violite, there's someone special. Ranmaru. And another Thunderous, you know. Casual Thunderous, you know. Over here is Marshadow, so we should bring... let's look. Megahorn is, I think, the only... Yeah, in this thing, it's still referred to as a fighting type. But no, you're gonna go over there. We've got a Drifloon there, or Driploon there, so we'll use that as well. I believe the only one that should be able to even do anything to us is Heracross. Oh yeah, and Marshadow, of course. Yeah, it's just referred to as a... It is referred to as a fighting type there. But in the spreadsheet it's referred to as a dragon type for some reason. Cool. Well, that was easy. The one negative is, of course, now no, it's going to be not very good, I think. I'm going to assume that Marshadow probably doesn't have the highest highest links, so that maybe we shouldn't have brought Drifloon with us, and then Marshadow would have maybe been high. Okay, great, good job, Drifloon. Yeah, down to 12. Oof. Over here, we want to, like, bring, I think, a water type with us. Blaziken, I think, uses Blaze Kick. What do we have? What if we just bring, like, Beware to just kick their asses? Yeah, sure, we're not gonna get Kai, but... Or Kai. We're not gonna get Konoichi out of this, but I believe Konoichi's like, not possible perfect link. For this, I'll just bring everyone just to lower the overall level of these guys. Well, a little unfortunate for them that they got put over here. For those who haven't really been seeing the perfect linking streams, which, fair enough, it's not for everyone. I can definitely see why not everyone feels like watching those. It's basically something along the lines of this and me just looking at spreadsheets. It's a lot of looking at spreadsheets. Alright, well, you can't hit this one, so let's finish you off. Oof. Alright, well, both those are dead. But we got Hana here. And yeah, you just get over here, beware. So yeah, Asahi is like one of the other characters that doesn't appear in the maps where you can just get every where every area is available. It's just that, as you can kind of tell, she needs a fire Pokemon that is not available in this one, unfortunately. But we got a load on Raichu for Hana, which crosses that one off the list. Alright, so in Crackspur there is a Haxorus, I can tell you that at least. There's a Haxorus, an Aerodactyl, and such. There's not much really going on in Crackspur. I don't know if we've already looked at Terrera. Nothing much going on here either. And in Illusion, yeah, there's Manaphy, which, like, I can only imagine Manaphy is the legendary Pokemon for Ina. Yeah, it is, because it refers to here as Manaphy as being part Steel type, which makes no sense. Like, let's be honest, that makes no sense at all, but sure. That does make me wonder where Articuno spawns, because I would have initially assumed Illusion, but now I'm less sure. Yeah, Articuno only appears in Avia, so we're not gonna perfect link Aya, unfortunately. So Aya can't be perfect linked, and yeah, Ina, because we can't get Ina. So there's Kai, and like we're probably able to get Ranmaru's perfect link as well, if it isn't just Lucario. But there's a decent chance that Lucario is just his perfect link. It's Cobalion. Now, Cobalion, on the opposite side, there is Cobalion in this anyways. Oh, and Crackspur. I'm trying to think who else, like, Oishi is here, but it isn't one of hers, so, like, we've now done 2 of them, right? Yeah, we've done 2 of them. Another 2 aren't available. So yeah, it's Volcanion and Cobalion left in Crackspur, right? Is Ranmaru in Violite? I think he is, right? Yeah, let's go and attempt to get him. Although Aura Sphere is kind of dangerous. Let's just go and get a bunch of lackeys here. Just so that they can kind of, you know, only weaken them a bit. And like after that is just to wait until we get Cobalion and Volcanion to appear again. Although, like, if I will say, if we fail to recruit Ranmaru here, then I'll just leave Ranmaru for another day. For when we do Beauty again, you know what I mean? Alright, let's just get everyone over here. I am slightly worried about Aurasphere. Oh great, they went over this way. 12 damage is 12 damage, I guess. If we can hit it with a Flare Blitz, regardless of how long it takes, we do get it, so... That is the primary idea behind specifically using Arcanine for this. In general, recruiting the Warlords gets easier the more you get them. Here I'm just gonna go for this and hope no crit happens, which it didn't, so I'm glad about that. I don't know if that was the right decision. But I'm going to use the simple strategy of keeping you locked in place. %100% accurate, good. And that should give us Ranmaru. Who else has a scissor? That's interesting. So 355. So we should just throw in these three over here, just so that Ina doesn't get any IDs. Alright, Mountaineer, whatever. Let's go Beedrill. That is a... I'm afraid that's not a Beedrill. So, Cobalion didn't appear here. But now things should get a little quick to just do 3 more battles. Let's just delegate everyone to train wherever they are. Just so that she doesn't get too... I mean, she doesn't get more powerful at all. She might get an extra unit, that's about it. Let's see. No Cobalion. There's that little girl. Yeah, the other female warlords apparently do appear. Here's Volcanion, together with a Torterra and a Shedinja. Alright. Beware can't really do much against Shedinja, but we'll get the other guys just so that they can, I guess, keep Torterra and the other one busy if it's even necessary. Like, if they just kill, that's fine too. There's Shedinja. Shedinja has kind of a tendency to sometimes be a little annoying. Steam Eruption. Whew. Admittedly, quite scary. Alright, so we're in a situation where apparently that's actually like legit quite good. Volcanion kind of scary, TPH. Like I feel like we need to recruit you like instantly. You do not reach. You decide to take the other fucking way. Whatever. If you lose, doesn't matter. But clearly Volcanion is no slouch. Like, this needs to get... We need to get this in a singular turn. Alright, that's good. Ta 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 ta. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound like Volcanion. That sounds suspiciously like Spiritomb. So it is nice to get all these perfect links. Because that means that, like, well, the Warlords will be really strong from the start. Just as, like, initially they'll be really strong. Just skip the next month. I'm not worried about Ina. It's just cracked for now, right? And the wait for Cobalion begins. We'll bring the Warlords over here just with the idea that at least we'll register the new Pokemons we get into the thing. Oh, you're over there. The great wait for Cobalion. Again, jeez, we have no money. How long are you gonna you're just gonna rob me of everything I own. Alright, Cobalion is taking a bit. It's kind of surprising how common the legendaries really are. Okay. Oh, because I kept paying the farmers. Please, Cobalion up here. I mean, you don't get Ranmaru all that often because, like, often you kind of just don't start with him. Oh, come on. Yeah, just for those cracks for run size graded beauty only. Kind of strange that Ranmaru does not start in Crackspur, okay. A lot of happy shit's happening, I guess. Everyone happy. Alright, Dash Cobalion. Also a girl with Leafeon, Nescarada. Everyone is here. Our Cabalion is over there. Kind of hard to immediately know which way it's gonna go. We don't have the greatest type matchup against these guys, but I think the enemies are all quite weak. Alright, that's a bit more damage. Okuni is dead though. Alright, Leaf Blade goes like that. We'll get you over here. Oh yeah, I see 20%. It's not nothing, I can tell you that. Well, Yashkarada can just get over here. So, I would assume Cabalion uses Iron Head or Sacred Sword. It's Sacred Sword. It kinda can't do anything, huh? Nice, 43. I've only did more. Oh, there's a 6. Volcanion, let's go. Presumably it's not gonna go after Trevenant because he's Ghost. But that's another Warlord that uses fighting type moves, which there are quite a lot of those. If we do this, you can reach. Well, now to hope that this thing doesn't kill. I hope that that didn't just cut the thing in half. Fuck yeah, instinct. It did. That may have been a fumble. Well, let's see what happens. Alright, good. We live. Thank God for that. Didn't want to try and get Cabalion again. I would get Volcarona and Meowsquare. We've never, I think, owned Gracie at any point, so that's interesting. Okuni is just perfectly linked straight away. Alright, let's just quickly finish off Una, and then, well, then we'll have done it. Cabalion is only 1% lower, so it's nice to have all these really strong guys. She only got like one extra person, right? So It's like, he didn't even really get any stronger. Let's bring Beware because, like, my god, Beware is good. Let's just absolutely eviscerate her real quick. We want to definitely bring Kabalion. We'll keep those two at bay, and yeah, we'll bring these two. Fire will be pretty good for this. You know, it's always good to just in case register the Pokemons they're using. But yeah, why they really didn't get any power bonus, I don't know. But I guess this is a good showcase what happens when the AI doesn't get an immense power boost. 5 damage only, alright, that's not a lot. Alright, well they managed to get that one up to 24. Let's get Gilvanch, I'll just add it there. And I guess Bronzong just has good defense. Yeah, maybe we put you a smidge too vulnerable there. But hey, you're not dead, so... Hey, Renmar got a kill. That should actually allow us to recruit Ina, which is pretty funny. Alright, I don't really want you to be going further away, so I'm forcing you to basically take this like a man. Oh, you have heat proof. That's great. Well, that is Ronsai conquered. We were the prettiest of them all. But I'm glad we got a lot of those perfect links out of the way so that I don't have to deal with them in later stories. As we've got a good couple of them now, right? Now, that being said, though, in Hideyoshi's story, we really didn't get that many perfect links. At least for, like, the Warlord. Unlike... Well, here, I mean, we got... 4 perfect links? At least for Warlords, right? We got Ginchiyo, No, Kai, and Ranmaru, I believe. Yet 10 more kingdoms, the path ahead is long and hard. That doesn't sound like you. Munishige, you're back. I am. I wanted to see your face again, Ginchiyo. You cease your tomfoolery. There may be 10 kingdoms less for you to conquer, but armies that protect them are nothing special. It is only a matter of time before you unite the region, Ginchiyo. I know that. Huh. It would appear that you still do not need me then. I shall take my leave. Where are you going? Wherever the wind may take me, I suppose. And I'm assuming this leads into, okay. I'm assuming this leads into Munishige's story. And so Ginchiyo, who had won the contest among the female warlords. This does not feel very, like, Pokemon appropriate. Right? Like, this seems like something you see off of DeviantArt. Set her sights on the whole of Fransai and steeled herself for the battles that lay ahead. Well, I mean, I know what thumbnail I'm using. I cannot believe that's in the actual game. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't just look like something someone made on DeviantArt or on Twitter. But yeah, that is Ginchiyo's storyline completed, which went surprisingly well. That went surprisingly well. Eevee. It's your boy, Eevee. Actually, this is unlocks Yoshihiro's story, and I don't know if that's unlock Munishige's story. So yeah, these which are 3 stars. Obviously, we'll have to see what type of stories they are, but well, we've got a good couple of them now. So yeah, everyone, thank you guys for watching Ginchiyo's story, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.